Hey y'all, welcome into the channel. I hope everybody is having a good day. You guys, this is going to be, oh, my phone's dying. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Oh. This is going to be the new moon in Gemini reading, okay? I think it's going to be a full moon. Full moon in Gemini that will be occurring on the 19th, but we are going to be feeling this energy, I feel, already today, the 18th, okay? But for sure on tomorrow, the 19th, okay? All right. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's do it this way here. Spirit's drawing me to the Queen of the Moon Oracle. All right, so that's what we will use for this new full moon in Gemini reading, okay? So Gemini, I mean not Gemini, but collective on the pre-meditation for this new moon, Spirit gave me some information. So basically, the full moon in Gemini is going to cause us to want to socialize. Okay, we're going to be more wanting to be more social, wanting to get out and about, be seen, be on the scene. Okay, more spontaneity. All right, we're going to have a different little perspective. We're going to maybe see other people's views more around this time. We're going to be more apt to look at the full picture versus the left side or right side view that we are apt to doing. Okay, there's an energy of us gaining access to the full picture, Sagittarius energy. Okay, now you know whenever we're in whatever sign we're in, we're also secretly tapping into the polar opposite energy, sign energy. Well, the polar opposite sign for Gemini is Sagittarius. Okay, so we're going to be tapping into the full and bigger picture and viewing things from a place of duality, okay? Having dual perception during this time because we're going to be taking in Sagittarius and Gemini energy, okay? All right, there's an energy of attunement. Consciously, let me rewind. Okay, there's something going to be going on with Scorpio. All right. Scorpio is going to kind of make us a bit, it's kind of going to put us under a little bit of an anxiety, okay, or an anxiousness, okay. There could be also some unexpected expense at this time, okay, that could come up. Some sort of doctor bill, all right. Um, or also taxation. Okay. There's an energy of attunement consciously to see what side you stand on. Have we been transformed? Have we ascended? Are we in alignment as we enter into 2022? So this is a review moon is what the energy I'm receiving is, okay? A final review before we go into the new energy of the full moon in Gemini, right? Kind of like, yeah, a final review, a final exam, okay? So there could be some sort of test since I'm saying final exam. It's like the finals, okay? Um, Also a hit in basketball, the finals, the championship. Okay, we should begin our New Year's resolutions now. Okay, we should start prepping them, drawing them up, writing them down, thinking them, and acting upon them as well. Clean out closets for donations. Set the tone for 2022. Set the expectations. Connect with our affirmations and manifestations. Vision boarding, prayer boxing, refreshing our ancestors' altars, and preparing fish or etc. So it's also the time for sacrifice, okay? Offerings to our ancestors. So this moon, of course, it's a time, a lot of people who are spiritually inclined in the witchery tend to be at play at this time. So Us that are not involved in that, at that level, we should protect ourselves at this time. Okay. A lot of spells go down with the go down at this time. So just protect yourself. Be aware. Be alert. Be on the lookout. Okay. Um, the main thing they're telling me is be aware. When you're alert, when you're aware, you're alert. Okay. When you're alert, you're aware. So be aware of your surroundings. Okay. It's a good time to go on and cook up that good old fish stew, okay? And offer it to your ancestors, okay? Showing me okra. Somebody ancestors like okra, okay? We have purity. All right, so purity, snow moon. I feel like Spirit is wanting us to purify our thoughts, our intentions, purify our hearts, our minds, and get in alignment with this full moon as it pushes through. Okay? Purify your third eye chakra and your crown chakra as well. Okay? Set your intentions. What changes do you intend to bring? What transformations do you intend to make? This is self-improvement energy. We have darkness, okay? So we're needing to overcome this darkness because we have purity and darkness. So this is light and dark. Angel number 30 and then angel number 40, okay? So 34, which breaks down to a 7. So this is on divine timing here, okay? But this is a balancing out of light and dark. We have darkness and we have purity, okay? They're complete opposites of each other. Darkness and purity, okay? So it's an energy of there being change. Excuse me. Okay, we may be in darkness for a period of time, but I really get the idea that we're needing to purify our thoughts. We're needing to purify our temples, purify our homes, purify where we, like, it's everything. This is giving me the energy of baptism and communion. You know how you have to search your heart before you take communion, okay, for those of you that are Catholics. All right. Oh. Okay, Spirit. Abundance. Okay. Yeah, because then the newness comes in. So also it's giving me the energy with the abundance, with the purity, darkness, and abundance. It's like because you balanced out the light and the dark, here is your abundance. Here's your favor. Here's your recognition. Here's your reward. Here's your supply. This is the universe providing for you. Whether in times of darkness or in light, this is Spirit providing this abundance. But you have come into some sort of alignment, angelic alignment, beauty, okay? You've come into alignment here, angel number 20, yeah, partnership. You come into partnership or alignment with beauty, with grace, with love, with abundance, the vibration of itself. And because you come into this alignment, you're seeing things from a new perspective. So in Gemini, with Gemini new moon, we have resistance and we have power. You're seeing things from a new perspective. So what once brought you pain, what once brought you lack, what once brought you sadness, it's like whatever once was meant to keep you stuck or bound in one way is actually turning out to be something completely different, meant for something completely different. Self-love. So you're seeing that, and what we're going to see in Gemini with this Gemini full moon is that the nourishment that we put into ourselves is going to manifest. But we had to be able to put this love into ourselves. We had to first come into acceptance with the fact that all the turmoil and the trials and the tribulations and the lessons and the lack and the loss and the loneliness, it was all a part of your empowerment. It all was a part of your creation. It was meant to empower you, not to break you, not to hold you back, not to keep you stuck. But you had to go through it so that you could grow through it. The Spirit is illuminating this at this time, the masculine. Spirit is bringing things into balance. The perspective of us as a collective with self-reflection on the bottom of the deck. Spirit is having us look at ourselves at this time. Resilience on the bottom of the deck. Spirit wants to show you that the things you went through that were challenging, they fed your crops, is what I'm hearing. They fed your crops. So we're doing some mirror work here, but not the kind of mirror work that you do when you're trying to return to sender somebody's ill wishes upon your life. This is mirror work of just look how far we've come over 2021. Y'all excuse me, let me readjust. Oh, sorry. I knew that was gonna happen. But over 2021, right? Like let's let's give thanks. Let's relax, relate, and release. Let's look at what we've been through, what we've overcome. Let's look at this mountain. Look at this hurdle that we just overcame. No, I'm not the person I used to be. Yes, I've changed drastically. Thank God I've changed, right? Because all the changes that I've made and the way that I've came, it's all been for the betterment of my highest and greatest good. It's like we're gonna, in Gemini, with this Gemini full moon, Spirit is going to illuminate for us what it was exactly that didn't work, why it didn't work, why it was sent to us, and what God intended for it to happen when He sent it. You know, some things weren't meant to be kept. Something was meant to be put in the trash pile. But when Spirit told you to clean house, you couldn't let it go, so you held on. When Spirit told you to throw it out, it's like that type of energy. Like Spirit is showing the things that needed. It's like Spirit is about to show you what He already told you to let go of. He's going to be like, I showed you the first time when the alarm went off the first time. Well, what is this on the bottom of the deck? Strife. When the alarm was going off the first time, I called for you to purify your space. But you didn't. And so now the silent alarm isn't so silent anymore. Spirit is about to make a loud noise. There's going to be a loud siren, a loud alarm. Like, you didn't hear me the first time. Let me show you this darkness. Like, Spirit is going to show you what you should have let go of. But He's not this time, because see, when you bring in that air energy, you bring in that fire energy too. So Spirit ain't just going to communicate to you what you should have let go of, okay, with this full moon in Gemini. Spirit is going to sound the freaking alarm. Spirit is going to hold you accountable and make you put some action behind whatever it is that He already communicated wasn't working to serve your highest and greatest good in your life. Spirit is about to make you break free. Spirit is about to force you to cut the chains, to cut the cord. Spirit is about to force you, Hierophant energy. Hierophant energy. all the ancestors. You see all the animals in this card. The higher ups, the hierarchy, those that are in charge. It's baptism. And you know, when you have baptism, you got all the deacons, all the deaconesses, everybody on the usher board. You got the pastor. You got the pastor's wife. You got the assistant pastor's wife. So that's the first lady. You got y'all. You have an audience here, but Spirit has called you to release something, and when you didn't let it go, Spirit said, "Okay, now I got to call my brothers. Now I got to call backup. Now I got to call your aunties and your uncles. Now I got to go call the rest of the spiritual team, the rest of the angelic divine divinities. Now I got to go call the rest of the crew so we can sit you down and have this meeting to let you know that we had said that you were supposed to let go way back here in September, way back here in August, way back in here in some for February, that you needed to release this, but you didn't want to let it go. And so now Spirit is saying, yeah, I'm taking it. Spirit is taking it. And see, you can't be mad at him, because at the end of the day, Spirit is trying to bring you in beauty. Spirit is trying to bring you in abundance. But here you are with this resistance. See, you won't allow things to fully come to fruition. See, you too fast and have to get out there on your own. You're trying to move too quickly, trying to take your own decisive action when you should be taking decisive focus instead. But Spirit now is saying, let me show you what taking action, okay, without I'm hearing without putting and meeting preparation, let me show you what that will do. And see, when Spirit says no, I have something better, and yet and still you try to resist, Prince of Swords energy, because you don't know any better, okay, you try to resist and go after what it is that you think, because you think you know it all, and instead you're forgetting that Spirit knows everything and truly knows all and has your best interest in heart and can see up ahead the road that you can't see, can see the obstacles that you're about to come up against over something that you won't let go of. Spirit was trying to have you avoid with prudence. Spirit was trying to have you avoid any suffering. Spirit was trying to have you avoid any suffering. Spirit was trying to bring you in this abundance. But see, we couldn't let go of something. And so since we couldn't let go, Spirit is about to show you exactly what it is that he meant for you to let go. Spirit's going to show you exactly what it is that's blocking your way, that's blocking your view, that's blocking your blessings, that's blocking your ascension, that's blocking your path, that's in the middle of the road, blocking your car from going any further. You can't get to the stoplight to make the left or right turn because there's a blockage in your view here. But Spirit, with this Gemini new moon, is about to bring illumination. See, it had been illuminated already. But see, we tried to sweep it under the rug. But see, in Gemini season, it can't hide, because see, it's going to be exposed. You know, we can see what's on the, we see the dirt under the rug. Okay, Sagittarius energy, we see the full picture here. So you're not going to be able to hide anymore. Whatever wasn't working or serving you in the past, you're not going to be able to hide it anymore. We have pleasure. 6 of Cups. Whatever was blocking you or working against you in the past, you're not going to be able to hide it anymore. 6 of Cups energy, things that occurred in the past. Emotions being on those past events. Acknowledgement being put on those emotions and those past events. You're not going to be able to hide it anymore. Spirit wants you to let it go so that Spirit can bless you with something greater, something that's actually befitting for you, with change and Prince of Wands. Spirit has a new opportunity for growth for you. But you have to be willing to come into balance with your masculine, feminine energy, with your light and shadow self. so that you can receive the abundance. You have to be able to come into alignment. But the only way to be able to come into it in this alignment, a full moon in Gemini, is if you're going into the energy of self-reflection. You have to be willing to self-reflect. You have to be willing to look at yourself objectively with a clear conscience. Clarify beauty. Why is beauty out here for the collective? Full moon in Gemini reading. Full moon in Gemini reading. Thank you, Spirit. We have a Queen of Cups. That's nurturing and loving on yourself. Ace of, the Priestess. This is listening to your intuition. So this is nurturing and loving your intuitive and psychic abilities. This is honoring your inner self. Your higher self knows the way already. The Most High sees all already. So what you're needing to do is honor that. Honor that beauty that you're born with. This is already instilled within you. Spirit wants you to honor you. Honor who you are. Honor your outward and inner beauty. Don't turn it down. Don't dim it down. Don't dilute it with lower vibrational energies. Why would you want to put funk on? Why would you want to put fragrance on top of funk? Or funk on type of fragrance? Why would you want to dilute or water down your abilities, who you are, your authenticity, your originality, your truth, to people please, to be in a position of lack, to be in a position of not honoring the Most High? Because in not honoring yourself, you're not honoring the Most High either. But see, this full moon in Gemini, the full moon in Gemini is about to force you to get real with yourself. Why is power here? Angel number 16. Oh, yep. This is my expect the unexpected, miraculous turn of events, magic, and it's showing up on top of power. Angel number 16 breaks down to a 7. Angelic presence, divine timing, alignment. See, if you're on the right side of this wheel turning in this next phase, right? And you're in 2022, in the abundance, in the plus, and not in the negative, as this wheel turns, you're going to receive abundance. You're going to receive miraculous works. People are going to wonder how it is that you did this, how it is that you achieved this, how it is that you received this, how it is that you always, how it is and how it is. Everybody's going to be trying to figure out, how did Gemini, how did the collective do this? But see, Gemini new moon, you're putting that action behind your thoughts. You're able to see the bigger picture and look at things from a dual perspective. So you can see so far out in advance that you're already able to prepare and make the right attunements and adjustments for the trials and the obstacles that you may face up ahead, because you come into this acceptance. Why is acceptance here? I feel like you answered the call. Yeah, with victory. 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands, success, victory. You've been in battle before. You've experienced a lot, but you grew from your experiences. If you haven't grew from your experiences, we have the Chariot here and we have sorrow. You grew from your experiences. You grew from your travels. You grew from your adventures. You grew from your lessons. You grew from your pain. You grew from your lack. You grew from your loss. That's the position Spirit wants you in order to bring in this manifestation, these blessings, this recognition, this reward, this favor with this full moon in Gemini. But if you're not in this energy and you're not at this vibe frequency because you haven't chosen to honor yourself, you haven't chosen to love yourself, then unfortunately, you're going to be in an 8 of Cups energy. You're going to be wishing you had made this action, took this action. This is clarifying the masculine. The masculine energy is a fire energy. The masculine energy is an energy that's going to take action. That's fire as well as air, because as we think it, so we become. The universe. It's the law. Spirit is about to illuminate and allow you to get real with yourself. Illuminate situations in yourself, in your life, that are not working, in our lives that aren't working, whether this is people, places, or things. Spirit is about to illuminate, shed light. But this time it's going to be more than just the light being shed. These is conversations that's going to be had. This is truth being spoken. This is things being held in over years and years coming out. People not willing to be oppressed anymore. People not willing to people please anymore. People not willing to put aside their desires, their beliefs for others. This is people living for themselves and living out loud. And this is spontaneous because it's going to catch a lot of people off guard that now you're choosing to move and operate in this way, in this light. No longer choosing to be held down. Seeing the truth of the matter. Gaining your own enlightenment for self with science here. You're finding out and asking your own questions. You're getting to the nitty gritty. You're getting to the bottom of things on your own. No longer waiting around for anyone else to catch up, or for anyone else to see your point of view, or for anyone else to ask the question. It's no, you're putting yourself at the front of the line. And this is what Spirit is saying. No more of you coming up last, coming up without. It's no more. The tables are turning. If you're on the right side of this, because you've been doing the right work, then this full moon in Gemini, it will not hurt you. But if not, then you're in for a rude awakening. You're in for things to turn topsy-turvy in your life. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Disc. You're in for things to be moving slow. For you to continue to receive offers that are slow and unfulfilling. Until you get the lesson. This is repeat offender. This is, I didn't get the lesson, so I have to rewrite the wheel. I don't get to go higher on this next level. I don't get to pass level 3. I got to redo level 3 because I failed. Because I failed to let go. I failed to allow Spirit to move in my life with the Death card and the Dominion. I failed to allow Spirit to bring the towers, to bring the necessary changes in my life. For my growth, for my transformation, for my ascension, for my awakening, for my rebirth. It's like if you are fighting Spirit, Spirit is about to show you a fight. But if you were going with the flow and you were cleaning out your closet and you were making the necessary changes and you were bringing the necessary endings, then when this wheel turns and this transformation energy pushes through with this full moon in Gemini, these illuminations happen and this truths get spoken with the Knight of Cups energy, okay? You're going to receive offers of abundance, fulfillment, joy. But if you haven't and you've been fighting, you're going to receive a fight. Okay? With the Tower here. Confirmation. Then you'll receive a fight. So this full moon in Gemini, yeah, it's going to really, you're going to see those with the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You're going to see those that have been loving themselves, that have been doing the inner child healing work, and you're going to also, you're going to see the difference is what it is. You're going to see the difference between someone who's been putting in that work, honoring the Most High, striving for improvement and growth, and then you're going to see the ones that are underdeveloped, that are not striving for anything, the ones that are lost. You're about to see the lost sheep, because Spirit is going to set you apart. This is collectively. You're going to be set apart. It's an energy of the have and the have-nots. Either you have it and you're on the right side of this wheel and you know what you're standing for and you know who you stand for, or, and let me rewind, and you're winning. Or you don't know who you are, you're a lost sheep, you're still having to figure it out, and unfortunately, you're having to repeat a cycle here. But at the end of the day, depending on how you look at it, and see, I'm a very positive, I'm a fire sign. We tend to look at things very optimistically. And so the way I would look at it is that both people would be winning. It's just one's taking a lot longer to get there. But another way to look at it from a positive perspective, one is learning a lot more lessons. They're going to have more experience. They're going to have more of a testimony. They're going to have more of a story to tell about this journey. Whereas the other person, not to say that they don't, maybe the other person's story is going to be more interesting. But it's like, how many times you want to bump your head? Like, how many times is a story about you falling and hitting your head? Repetitively, how exciting is that story every time you tell it? It loses its you know what I mean? It loses the weight. It loses its pull behind it. So, um, I don't know. This will be to be evaluated by each of you individually. But this is the new moon in Gemini energy that's about to push through on tomorrow. I would say starting today, guys, we're going to feel this already. You could be taking a stance for yourself at this time. If you haven't, you about to. Spirit's going to push it up on you. All right. So be prepared. Okay. I hope you guys have enjoyed this reading. If you have, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Bye.